Question number 1. In what strand of the 4 pillars of education implies a shift from skill to competence, or a mix of higher-order skills specific to each individual? A. Learning to know. B. Learning to do. C. Learning to leave together. D. Learning to be. Answer. B. Learning to do. Question number 2. Which of the following is not true about the 4 pillars of learning? A. The pillars of learning stress the goal of contributing to social cohesion, intercultural and international understanding, peaceful interchange, and harmony. B. The pillars of learning imply a shift from schooling to learning throughout life by learning how to learn. C. The pillars of learning stress the importance of closer linkage between education and the work of work. D. The pillars of learning adhere to the instrumental and purely academic view of education that focuses on the achievement of specific aims of education such as economic productivity. Answer. D. The pillars of learning adhere to the instrumental and purely academic view of education that focuses on the achievement of specific aims of education such as economic productivity. Question number 3. The rapid traversing of ideas, attitudes and values across national borders that generally leads to an interconnectedness and interaction between peoples of diverse cultures and ways of life. What is being referred to? A. Cultural globalization. B. Fundamentalism. C. Multiculturalism. D. Clash of civilization. Answer. A. Cultural globalization. Question number 4. What is the measure of relevance in education? A. Democratization of access. B. Functionality and meaningfulness. C. Ability to sustain education through the future. D. Excellence and effectiveness. Answer. B. Functionality and meaningfulness. Question number 5. What kind of tension is referred to when people prefer to have quick answers and ready solution to many problems even if it calls for a patient, concerted, negotiated strategy of reform? A. Tension between modernity and tradition. B. Tension between long-term and short-term considerations. C. Tension between spiritual and material. D. Tension between individual and the universal. Answer. B. Tension between long-term and short-term considerations. Question number 6. What United Nations decade were we celebrating for 2005 to 2014? A. Educating for culture of peace. B. Educating for international understanding. C. Educating for sustainable development. D. Promoting the rights of the elderly. Answer. C. Educating for sustainable development. Question number 7. According to the Dellers report, there are a number of main tensions central to the problems of the 21st century that we need to overcome. One of them is the challenge to an individual how he or she can adapt to the changing world without forgetting or turning his or her back from the past. What kind of tension or conflict is manifested in this situation? A. Tension between tradition and modernity. B. Tension between the global and the local. C. Tension between the universal and the individual. D. Tension between long-term and short-term considerations. Answer: B. Tension between the global and the local. Question number 8. With the growing competition brought about by globalization, what is preferred by most employers in hiring their employees? A. Flexible. B. Selective. C. Quick. D. None of the above. Answer: A. Flexible. Question number 9. Which of the following characteristics does not describe contextualized learning as a major paradigm shift in education? A. From limited access to time-bound and space-limited education, to borderless education, lifelong learning for all in a learning society. B. From traditional pedagogies to more modern strategies of teaching and learning. C. From knowledge limited to the local scene to the globalized knowledge, values, attitudes, and skills interfaced with local wisdom. D. Pre-organized subject matter to localized themes generated from the global realities and the culture relevant, meaningful and useful to the learner. Answer: A. From limited access to time-bound and space-limited education, to borderless education, lifelong learning for all in a learning society. Question number 10. Which is considered a political impact of globalization? A. Changing road of education in terms of preparing students for the world of work. B. The threat to the autonomy of national educational systems by globalization. C. Reforms in education as lifelong education. D. Branding, globalization and learning to be consumers. Answer: B. The threat to the autonomy of national educational systems by globalization. Question number 11. What current trend in education focuses on the study of the basic concepts, beliefs and values underlying our democratic political community and constitutional order? A. Civic education. B. Development education. C. Peace education. D. Multicultural education. Answer: A. Civic education. Question number 12. Which of the following is the first target of the Millennium Development, MDGs, formulated by member states of the UN in September 2000? A. Reduce child mortality. B. Eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. C. Reduce death due to HIV/AIDS and malaria. D. Achieve universal access to primary education. Answer: B. Eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. Question number 13. Which pillar of education of J. Dellers, UNESCO, focuses on VOC-tech relevant to people-centered human development? A. Learning to know. B. Learning to do. C. Learning to leave together. D. Learning to be. Answer: B. Learning to do. Question number 14. Which among the following statements about human rights education, HRE, is correct? A. HRE is more of the responsibilities of the state to implement human rights law rather than the protection of the rights holders. B. HRE should focus more on rights based on law in books, rather than on law in real life. C. HRE needs to focus on the values, principles, and standards of human rights and how they can be translated into day-to-day actions. D. Human rights standards vary from society to society, and HRE therefore should also vary in terms of approaches and methods. Answer: CHRE needs to focus on the values, principles, and standards of human rights and how they can be translated into day-to-day actions. Question number 15. What is the implication of globalization to the practice and experience of education? A. Increase of state and government support and subsidy for education. B. Commodification and the corporate takeover of education. C. Greater autonomy of national educational systems. D. Delocalization of technologies and orientations in education. Answer: B. Commodification and the corporate takeover of education. Question number 16. Which of the following skills corresponds to the fourth pillar of learning, learning to live together? A. Empathy and cooperative social behavior. B. Personal commitment and sense of responsibility. C. Adaptability to change in the world of work. D. Reasoning and problem-solving skills. Answer: A. Empathy and cooperative social behavior. Question number 17. Which of the following is not a characteristic of multicultural education? A. Personally empowering. B. Socially transformative. C. Pedagogically humanistic. D. Culturally discriminating. Answer: D. Culturally discriminating. Question number 18. What is the character of education that manifests democratization of access and inclusivity? A. Relevance. B. Sustainability. C. Quality. D. Equity. Answer: D. Equity. Question number 19. Which of the following is not a benefit of multicultural education? A. Multicultural education increases positive relationships through achievement of common goals, respect, appreciation, and commitment to equality among the teachers and students. B. Multicultural education decreases stereotyping and prejudice through direct contact and interaction among diverse individuals. C. Multicultural education promotes independence of various ethnic groups in development and supports fragmented view of the world. D. Multicultural education renews vitality of society through the richness of the different cultures of its members and fosters development. Answer: C. Multicultural education promotes independence of various ethnic groups in development and supports fragmented view of the world. Question number 20. Which among the following rights manifests rule of law and good governance? A. Right to education. B. Right to environment protection. C. Right of participation. D. Right to work. Answer: C. Right of participation. Question number 21. What is the kind of education that emphasizes human-earth relationships and fosters a vision of education for sustainable development to build a global culture of ecological responsibility? A. Human rights education. B. Development education. C. Environmental education. D. Global education. Answer. C. Environmental education. Question number 22. Which among the following is not a core principle of human rights? A. Human dignity. B. Non-discrimination. C. Universality. D. Independency. Answer. D. Independency. Question number 23. Which of the following conditions manifests trend of globalization? A. Establishment of stronger boundaries between and among nations. B. Increased awareness on the importance of national cultures and traditions. C. Less and less impact of human activity on the planet Earth. D. The incorporation of local and national economies into a worldwide global economy. Answer. D. The incorporation of local and national economies into a worldwide global economy. Question number 24. Which of the following features represents the new paradigm shift in education? A. Traditional pedagogies. B. Lifelong education for all. C. Rigid subject matter boundaries. D. Knowledge as the only learning outcome. Answer. B. Lifelong education for all. Question number 25. What is the concern of multicultural education? A. Anticipating the future and imagining possible and probable futures. B. Gender equality and harnessing of the role of women in development. C. Promoting care for the environment and building a global culture of ecological responsibility. D. The exploration of concepts of cultural diversity, similarities, and prejudices to promote cultural understanding. Answer. D. The exploration of concepts of cultural diversity, similarities, and prejudices to promote cultural understanding.